Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This video is about the interfacing of the RTC, which means that it is a real-time clock with the PIC microcontroller. This is the one is the PIC microcontroller, PIC16F887, and we have a LCD. On LCD we can see it shows the day, Tuesday, temperature 29 degree, time and date. It shows the time and date, as well as we can read the temperature of the room and the day, like days Tuesday and temperatures 29 degrees into 29.3 degrees centigrade. So this one is the real-time clock which has been attached to the microcontroller by the A2C communication. The microcontroller reads the data from the register of the RTC, and this data of the real time, the data of about the time, the date and the temperature will shown in the LCD. Here we can see it shows the real time, and the RTC is a very good IC. As you can see, this one is for power supply. We have to put the coin BT inside it, and by the A2C communication, by the A2C communication, we can read this data. Like one is one pin is for ground, other pin is for VCC, one is for serial data, next pin is the serial clock and square wave generator and 32 kilohertz frequency generator. So by connecting these pins with microcontroller, for example, this is the microcontroller. Here you can see the book. This pin is the S data. One is connected to the serial data, other one is connected to the serial clock. And by writing the codes, you can free download the codes from the programming with PIC microcontroller, and download these books from the net and write code and the MPLAB XIDE, then it is easily we can write the codes for it to interface with microcontroller. Like here, this one is the light is, as you can see here, the real-time clock. As you can see, it's the DS3231 RTC, and its address is about 0 cross D0. To write, we use this address 0 cross D1 for reading from the RTC. This address is 1101.001 is this address. So we have to connect a serial clock with the RTC RC3 and S data with the RC4, and this way we have to write the code from include HCL, and we are using crystal frequency for 20 megahertz. And in this way, this one the book, we can write this code. I have wrote this code in the microcontroller and the MPLAB XIDE, and for this that it will work properly. For example, for wait initiate, and for initiate the communication, we have to use TRC3 is equal to 1, TRC4 is equal to 1, and SSP configuration is equal to 0 cross 20 to enable the serial synchronized serial peripheral, and enable the serial data clock using the master mode. So these are the codes. We have written this code in the MPLAB XIDE. So it will show the real-time clock, the real-time, as well as the room temperature. As you can see, 29.3 degrees centigrade is the temperature. And this one is the RCT. It needs power supply about 3.2, about 4.4 volt is the power supply of the to the microcontroller, as well as to the LCD. Potentiometer is used to for contrast the light, for contrast of the characters on the LCDs, as it is now dim. Now rotate it. Now it's visible from the above side. So this microcontroller has RTC has different registers. Each register has different address. For example, address 00 is used to read the seconds from this register. This register has 8 bits, but this data is written in the MBCD, binary coded decimals, decimal. And 01 address is used to read the minute, and 02H address is used to read the hours. So these are the addresses of the registers of the RTC. So we have to read the address, we have to read the data from the registers, and this data we have to convert this BCD data into decimal format, and from the decimal format it will be shown on the LCD. And for the 04 is used for reading the date, and 05 is used for reading the months, and 06 is used for reading the years. And this way we can use in the alarms. Different alarms can be used from the RTC. And this address 11H and 12H is used for reading the temperature, most significant of the temperature, and the last one is the least low significant bits of the temperature can be read from the RTC. So these are the temperature, these are the addresses of the registers of the RTC. We have to use I2C communication, a special kind of protocol which is used to read the RTC, read the data of the seconds, minutes, hours, date, months and years from the RTC, and then we have to convert this BCD formats data into the decimal format, and from the decimal we have to convert ASCII codes, and then we can show the data on the LCD and liquid crystal display, as you can see here. So it's a short introduction to the RTC, how to write code for RTC. For you have to download this book. As you can see, this is the book. You can use it is mini pincher for interfacing LED, LCD, keypad, ADC, GSM module. A2C communication is used for reading the RTC real-time clock. So thank you for watching our video.